Hi there, this video is going to give you a tutorial on how to get your properties posted automatically on Craigslist. No data entry, no photo upload required. It's simply click, 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 and you will get your properties almost instantly up on Craigslist. And so a little bit about the why when it comes to Craigslist. So a lot of people, for some reasons, have maybe a negative connotation around Craigslist, but I want to dispel those that kind of thinking. And so what I'm showing you here on this page is the Alexa rankings, or Alexa information, I should say, overview on Craigslist. And so one of the cool things about Alexa is that they're able to actually traffic or do traffic data and metrics on similar sites. And so if you look here at this section here, similar sites by audience overlap, what that means is that people that are going to Craigslist that have a similar pattern are going to be matched up with similar sites. And you'll see here that Zillow is in #1 position at 27.1 overlap score, and Realtor.com is in position 4 with a 16.5 overlap score. There's Yelp and Home Depot as well that show up there. And what that means is that although Craigslist has a ton of different categories that you can go and search and post property or post things on their site, the predominant person going to Craigslist is going to be searching and doing something related to real estate. So that's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is their traffic size. So if I go to the top 100 sites as ranked by Alexa, so Google is #1, YouTube is #2, etc., and I do a search for Craigslist, you will see that they show up in position 30. And so they're the 30th highest ranked website in the US. The next highest site, if I do a search for Zillow related to real estate, is Zillow, in fact, and it's in #41 position. So that's a little bit about the why. The other factor that I think is important to consider is what agents want to do is brand themselves as much as they possibly can. And I know it's sometimes hard to get your head around the digital world and the branding exercises that go on in terms of digital footprint. It's much more easy to go into a shopping center or a shopping supermarket and see your ad on a shopping cart that makes you feel good. Hey, that's the money I spent. This is a little bit more nebulous. It's hard to really get an ROI on the branding exercise that gets you your image and your information in more places online. But that's exactly what this gives you the ability to do. More in general is always better than less, of course. And so that's a little bit on the why. The other thing is the speed and ease with which you can get your listings up on Craigslist. So let's go ahead and show you where that takes place. So all you're gonna do is go to Manage Properties, choose the property from the drop-down list, click on Submit, and go to option 3. You click on Publish to Craigslist. You're going to see a reminder option. If you want to get reminders, we'll send you an email once every 3 days with a link, and you can set that to yes, and then put your confirmation email where you want the confirmation to go, and then where you want us to send that reminder. And then you can update the title. You can also have the region changed. By default, we're going to, based on the property's zip code, we're going to pre-populate that. So you really should have nothing to worry about here. Your job is going to be click Post to Craigslist for sale or Post for rent. And this page, you can literally close this down. It's going to explain to you some of the things around our posting tool, but you don't need to worry about any of that. You can literally just close this down and go check your email. If you do want to get more photos, we are only posting 6 photos by default. I'll explain why here in a little bit, but you can go ahead and close this down. And in a second, you'll actually be able to get your information from Craigslist, and the email from Craigslist, I should say, and you'll be able to post the listing directly to them. So let me go ahead and pause the video while I wait for that email to come from them. All right, so a couple of minutes after that occurs, we will come back here and check our email, and we will see that we have just received that email from Craigslist. This comes directly from them, by the way. That's the email that was put into the email section in your account, but all you have to do is click accept the terms of use, and you have a property up on Craigslist. Let's take a look at our listing. You will see that it has a branded photo. We talked about that branding earlier, so more you being seen is better than less you being seen. And then, of course, there is information on the property, but we put this lead gen call out in there as well. So it gives you an opportunity to actually secure a lead. And so call or text to 855-736-4647. Use property code 198874. And what's nice about this is that people like to remain anonymous, and they don't want to call a direct number. They don't want to talk to somebody. And so this gives them the ability to either text or call and get property information, but in behind the scenes, you're actually going to get a lead and you'll be able to follow up with the people directly. And so that's the how-to. So let's talk about the speed with which it takes place. So you are literally able to get a property up on Craigslist in under a minute, literally under a minute, and you just got to wait for the email. You can't get around that part of it. But let's go ahead and take a look at what it takes to get a property up on Craigslist. Just a little bit about it. So real estate for sale, I want to go there. I want to click on post, and I'm going to choose my region. And then I got to remember what's the section. I happen to know is housing offered, and then real estate by broker, and then I got to abide by these guidelines. And then I got to get into the actual title. So I got to put in a title, I've got to put in a city, I've got to put in a zip code, I've got to put in the property description, and fill out. By the way, this is the section that a lot of companies that claim they have a posting tool that do not have a posting tool. It's a copy and paste. They would say just paste your description, and that's what they give you, which doesn't really save you very much. And so you got to fill all this out and then get to your photo section and then fill out your photos. What we're able to do in seconds is give you that speed, give you that time back. And if you look at what your time is worth, if you look at the average salary around what they kind of say hourly wage, I should say, is around $40 per hour. What we determine is if you are posting once every 3 days, that's 30 times a week. It takes about, let's just say on average, 5 minutes to post a listing. So you're looking at 50 minutes to an hour of posting. So if we save you that money back at $40 an hour, we've saved you $40. That saves you, or that justifies the $29.97 cost of ListingsMagic right then and there. So a little bit more on the value that's being provided by our tool. So anyway, thanks for watching this Craigslist posting tool. Any questions, reach out to us at support@listingsmagic.com. You can also do our online chat that's available during normal business hours. That is here, right there in the lower left-hand or right-hand corner, or you can call us at 866-831-8639. Thanks for watching.